Hey there, Pisces. How are you doing? Welcome back to my channel. If you enjoy my readings, please be sure to like and subscribe, as well as leave me a comment and let me know if this reading resonates with you. So, we got some pretty gnarly weather out there, so there's a small possibility that I might throw all these cards through the roof. But I did just get a beautiful new deck, and I'm working on a new deck. So first off, we've got the Arcana Astrology, which has all of the different planets and a card associated with the planet and a card associated with the sign, as well as all of the houses of the zodiac. Okay, so it's called the Arcana of Astrology. It's great. I absolutely love it. And we also have the Archangel of Oracle. And this has all these different archangels in it. And I actually found some archangels that I've never ever heard of before. So in case you didn't know, I have an archangel deck that I've already made myself. And it has the mantras, the angels, and it's not actually, okay, I didn't realize this at the time, but it seems like all of the fallen angels are white and all of the other angels are black. So I don't know if the black cards are fallen angels or not, but I know that it didn't say they were fallen angels, whereas most of these cards I did notice are, except for like the archangels are white too. They're in here. And they have, basically I tried to find the day of the week, the color, and the mantra for each angel. So that's what's on these cards. And they're alright. I really like these. They're a little small. They're a little hard to like shuffle. I really wish that I had thought this out a little bit better. But anywho, you know, we live, we learn, right? So there's that. And let me go ahead and pull some cards for you here. You ready? So let's start with the angel cards that I just purchased. We get these in Hattiesburg. I went down to see my baby sister and check on her. She has just moved to a new city, and she is flourishing in just north of here, and so proud of her. So we went up there to check on her and make sure she was, you know, okay. And went shopping a little bit here and there. So let's go ahead and pull an angel card. And I can't wait to find out what these symbols mean on the back. I cannot wait to see if this is Enochian or if it's just astrology, because it kind of looks like star signs, astrology. But I'm looking on this other deck I got, has all the signs and symbols for the planets, and I'm not really seeing them line up at all. So there's two things of symbols on this one and two things of symbols on that one. So I'm hoping that some of these are Enochian, and we're going to take a look at that later. But first, let's read your card. The Twin Irin. I-R-I-N. So I'm thinking that this is probably based on Gemini, but let's find out. Alright, so I'm going to put that right there. It might fall over because it's just barely standing there. Alright, so that you can check it out while we're reading this. So we've got the Twin Irin, I-R-I-N, Arin. Anywho, the card is number 35, if it has any significance to you. Here we go. The mighty Iron are a pair of great twin angels who are said to reside in the sixth heaven. All right, together with another set of twin angels known as the Quaddism, Qaddidin. The Iron the Iron constitute the highest council of judgment in the heavenly courts. They are among the 8 ultra-powerful angels, which have rank that is superior even to that of the mighty Metatron. According to the Bible, the Iron are known as the Watchers, and as the Watchers, they are able to see a whole truth of every situation. In their oracle, they are shown as a male and a female, philosophers, or politicians from ancient Greece. They are wearing blindfolds and as a nod to a lady justice and a notion of blind justice. The Iron see absolutely everything. So, when they are around, they are rarely even able to hide from ourselves. They open our eyes and that in which we may have been previously blind to. That shows us, okay, so see how they've got their blindfolds on? So they can help us achieve this gift of true discernment, all right, which is very difficult. I feel like with the information age that things that used to be solid information sources now are not so much. Like every source is corrupted, and you don't ever know how can there be so much information and so much disinformation. So hopefully this will help us to discern. Okay, likewise, even if you are in a situation where the truth seems to evade you, call on the Iron to clearly show you the truth at the heart of the matter. Most empaths are highly sensitive and highly susceptible to seeing only the good in others. However, this can be disempowering when we later discover that another may have been acting in a way that was not entirely in integrity. Or perhaps they were acting selfishly and didn't have the best intentions with regards to the impact of their actions on us. To me, the Iron represents the ultimate justice, battle, harmony, and order. Whenever they appear, they carry a set of silver and gold scales that they use these scales to help recognize the duality or polarities within our lives and show us where more balance may be needed. Like Skod, S-O-Q-E-D, Hossi, Skod Hossi, and Zuriel. They can also help align our masculine and feminine energies, but mostly they also help us to delineate between right and wrong in order to keep ourselves accountable for our actions, or to stand up to those who may be wronging us or taking advantage of our good nature in some way. The Iron can help highlight any injustice and show you how to act in a peaceful but powerful mediator to help resolve issues from the highest possible vantage point. Okay, so there is quite a lot of information with this one. So we're going to go ahead and skip forward because it is flooding out there. And we're going to go ahead and talk about how to meet the Iron. Okay, so this is going to be a meditation, and I would like you to please go to a quiet, possibly dark place, wherever you feel comfortable, and we're going to read this to you. So it says, sit comfortably and close your eyes. Breathe in deeply. Fill your lungs completely with air. Silently call the iron to join you in meditation. You are soon engulfed by the platinum fire of the twin iron. Spend a few moments soaking up this light. Take as much time as you need. Imagine that you are breathing in this sacred fire, allowing it to burn up any untruths and taking its healing and restorative properties into your cells, molecules, and atoms. Thank the iron and open your eyes. Okay, I have to admit that one isn't quite as good as the other ones, but it's pretty good. So it says Diamond Fire Alchemy, Scales of Discernment. Alright, so if you're interested in hearing all about this Diamond Fire Alchemy, please leave me a comment and let me know. Sorry y'all, I had pulled my hair up and now it's a total wreck. Anywho, if you'd like to hear more about the Diamond Fire Alchemy, Scales of Discernment, please leave me a comment in the bottom and I will go ahead and make another video for anyone who is gonna watch it. Alrighty, and let's take a moment to read your astrology card associated with Pisces. Here we go, Pisces. Here we go. Alright, I feel like this is kind of keeping my... Oh, I keep thinking that it's in the way of my volume, but I have this headset on. Alright, Pisces. Are y'all ready for this? Astrological glyph. Alright, it looks like two pillars that are leaning towards each other and a plank in the center. Planetary ruler is Neptune. The house is the 12th house. It's a mutable sign. The opposite zodiac is Virgo. The symbols are shells, water, fish, coral, starfish, and lilies. In astrology, the final and most elusive sign of the zodiac is Pisces. If you have ever tried to catch a fish with your bare hands, then you know how quick they are to get away. But with a little patience, one may just swim up to you. Pisces doesn't act like this on purpose. She just has emotional depth that many cannot relate to, and it takes time for her to open up. Sometimes overly sensitive Pisces can shut down and attempt to process these feelings in an unhealthy way. When the planet transits through Pisces, things can get dreamy and mystical, like a slight hazel is surrounding everything. Things aren't revealed in their entirety. And it takes some deep emotional reflection to get back on track. When Pisces appears in your natal chart is where you have potential for soul searching and emotional development, and appreciation for beauty in ordinary world. Okay, keywords: grace, elude, emotional, confuse, mystical, dreamy, reflection, oversensitive. Alright, so in a reading it says, mixed emotions can be ongoing theme for you, Pisces. Acknowledging this confusion, and this card is a reminder not to make rash decisions. When faced with a problem, you may feel tempted to go with the first option presented to you, just to do anything but stand still. But this would be unwise. Do some soul searching, and when you're ready to make a decision, you'll know which choice is the right one for you. Pisces can also mean that you are feeling overly sensitive and imagining problems that aren't actually there. Whether it is reading too much into comments made in passing by those around you, or not processing your own emotions toward others, These types of situations need to be handled gracefully. All right, and the key words are grace, elude, emotional, confuse, mystical, dreamy, reflection, oversensitive. All right, so I love these cards. They are extremely interesting, and I feel like they're going to help me so much in understanding the tarot better. And I feel like sometimes, you just really can't remember something unless it really, really resonates with you. So I'm hoping that this will resonate with me a little bit more than, say, some of the traditional tarot archetypes. Okay. So, but I really do enjoy reading about archetypes and learning about archetypes, because those are the kind of like the, like for example, this Illuminati tarot deck. Okay. So they call it Illuminati Tarot, but it really doesn't have any information about the Illuminati in it. It doesn't really shed light what the Illuminati is. But we all know that Illuminati is in the symbolism. So you look at the symbols here on the card, and it's got an eye. Can you see the eyeball right there? That's an all-seeing eye. That's God. That represents God. And then, this outside is French. It looks like French designs, but it's Celtic because it's overlapping. So it's French Celtic, which, by the way, the Illuminati was started in Italy. So of course it's gonna, no, not Italy. I'm sorry. Scotland, the Scottish Rite. Okay, so that's one of the first. I'm sure it goes farther back than that, but one of the first is the Scottish Rite. And in this, each one of these goes into the royal lineage, and whenever you're royal blood, or you believe that you're royal blood, then you have this this burden to bear, this heavy burden to carry. All right, and so I feel like it's almost like a sheriff type of duty that the royal family has to carry upon their shoulders. And a lot of religious organizations, they try to take these religious organizations and instill these qualities of royalty in them. All right, but if you really look at these cards, it tells you a lot about symbolism. It tells you a lot about elements. It has, like, this one has people dancing around, like the jesters. See these what look like statues? These are actually jesters. They're court jesters, and they're dancing around the king and the King of Cups. All right, and each one of these has just so much symbolism. Every little color and every little detail has some kind of symbolism in it. All right, so there's a little bit of information about Illuminati and how it is associated with the tarot. And how I view the Illuminati is basically like, kind of like the herder of the sheep. So you have people who don't realize the seriousness of certain situations, and I feel like just recently, the CDC came out with a zombie apocalypse preparedness guide. Okay, that's a little bit strange. Okay, why are they doing that? That is some kind of push to, like, force people to go out and buy a bunch of junk that they definitely don't need, and case that there's a zombie apocalypse. So, yeah, just watch out for this kind of manipulations. This is like, it is important. I think that knowledge is very important. But let's just be real. There's no way that you can prepare for that. No way. There's no possible way to prepare for something like that. I prepare for hurricanes every year, and basically I just buy more than I normally do on a regular basis. So if you are concerned about these type of things that are probably never going to happen. I wouldn't spend billions of dollars on it, but you can prepare every week to just to be prepared, just in case, because we don't know what tomorrow holds. As the rain starts pouring down. So, yeah, that's right. That's right. It's better to be prepared than to be unprepared. So, for example, if the hurricane season's coming, it doesn't ever hurt to keep some empty buckets of water around. It doesn't hurt to keep extra food around that's not going to spoil, like canned tuna or canned meats. Of course, I don't recommend eating this every day. It's not good for you. But it will keep you alive during the middle of a pandemic, or during the middle of a storm, during the middle of a blackout, whatever it is that volcano erupting, your power's out, you're sitting on the roof for 2 weeks. Who knows what might happen? So, it's not stupid to prepare, but it is stupid to let hype and fear run your life, okay? So this is what the Illuminati does, is they try to kind of like control the sheeple so that the sheep don't stampede over the, Jesus, the person who's actually watching over the sheep. All right. So yeah, so that's what the real, it's kind of like the democracy and the republic, right? So the republic is the castle, and the democracy is all the people with their pitchforks, okay? No, we're not going to let you get away with that, right? Okay, so that's a little bit about how I view the Illuminati. Maybe I'm way off. A lot of people have a lot of different ideals and opinions about what the Illuminati is. But if you would like to win this free tarot card deck that has some beautiful symbolism and beautiful pictures, please be sure to go to my Patreon account and subscribe. You will be entered in to win the card, the tarot card deck. And if you don't really like this deck, I do have another angel deck that I am going to add to the spoils. For the first person who subscribes, I will give them a choice of which one they would like. Alright, so thank you so much for everything. Just thank you so much for all the likes, shares, comments, subscribes. Hit the bell for notifications, and be sure to come back and see me next week.